music.
Yo, peace is you'll never know. And you're now tuned in to TheStreetsRadio.com.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
And welcome to another beautiful Sunday in the city of Baltimore. We are now at Crooker Street Studio. This is Tian of XTY, currently in the building with
T Price.
T and I.
Play the intern.
Did you say something, T? Did you say T
I
and I?
said, yeah, T and I.
Oh, okay. So, as always, you can follow us on our YouTube, our Snapchat. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram, and you can find us at XTY. You want to look out for us at your local events. You know we are always popping up. We are always ready for something. All right. Don't forget that on Saturday, August the 19th, we will be at the V Lounge. We're having a speed dating event. T and Naya, Shalay the intern, and along with Mr. Yellow Shades will be participating in the speed dating event. So ladies and gents, this is your moment.
Is this for charity? Is it for charity?
No, it's not for charity, but I figured, y'all are all single and free. You need to be, relationships. So, yeah. So for today's show, we said we were going to talk about being the other person, like the side piece.
No, that's not what
That's not what we said.
No, I wasn't finished. I was kind of getting into the intro. Y'all didn't let me finish. Thank you.
Okay.
Being the other person, the side piece, the boo thing or whatever, and feeling like this is where I should be because someone else's husband, wife, girlfriend, partner, or whatever really is my soulmate, and I'm going to get them.
You're still posing the question wrong because that's a whole nother
Oh my
scenario.
God! You know what? Let Ella pose the question. There you go.
Can someone else's spouse be your soulmate?
Right. Are you done?
Yeah. Is it possible that your soulmate could be married already? Or do you believe that your soulmate has to be single because they belong with you?
And see, that's a hard question because I have seen people who were married and ended up getting with and marrying the jump off. And they're in a lasting relationship.
Like, okay, example that everyone knows, Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz. When Alicia Keys met Swizz Beatz, he was married, but she felt like she was his soulmate.
Right.
So she took her chance, and now they have been married for 7 years. They actually just had their anniversary, I believe.
7 years?
Yep, 7 years. I think they got, 2 or 3 kids now?
Oh, wow.
They had
but
2
Swizz
kids.
Beatz said that Pharrell is his soulmate.
Well,
I want Pharrell to be my soulmate.
Oh, God.
Well, I do have
He's
a question
too.
because, like,
You got a chance.
okay. So I do have a question. So even though they're married and everything, and they've been married for 7 years, does that mean that their marriage is going to last forever, or does it mean that they have just lasted for this amount of time without any kind of hangups?
It's looking pretty good so far.
And I guess I'm saying that because if they left their significant other or their wife or their husband like for you, why is it not possible that they could do the same thing for you in that situation?
Because when you Alicia Keys, you don't be leaving nobody.
I don't know about that. Because what about Halle Berry?
I mean, Halle Berry,
She fine as shit.
she is ridiculously fine, but I believe she may be ridiculously crazy as well.
Exactly. Like, you got to look at,
too many people left.
Exactly. She's been with so many different guys, but what's the common denominator in it? Her. So make me think.
How long has Alicia Keys been married? This was
7 years. They've been married 7
7
years.
So 7 years she held it down with him, and it was working. It was looking good so far.
Right.
They ain't had no elevator incidents.
And she ain't seemed to be have been out there like. She
But
hasn't dated a lot of people, has she?
But with
She can wear a scarf around the house. They don't get mad. She
goes around with no makeup all the time. And
chill. We gonna chill.
He's cool
She
with
a
that.
homebody.
But my question with that is, Alicia Keys, like when he was married, was he going through a divorce, was Swiss Beats actually going through a divorce, or was he still right? Like, I think that they were already having problems and they were going through a divorce, and it just
they were still married.
Yeah, but they were still married.
But they were still legally married.
Like,
but were they still living?
You gotta wait till the paperwork come in, because it's still literally considered adultery if you're still married. Even if you're separated, you still have to be, because you never know, that relationship could be rekindled. But then if another person steps in, there's no possibility for your marriage to be reconciled, because you are committing adultery with somebody else. So, like, you gotta wait till it's completely final. I mean, I'm not saying, that anybody is wrong if they have done it, because I've done it. So, but if you got it in your mind, that's
exactly what you're saying. You're saying that you're wrong.
I mean, I've done it, but I had it in my mind that I'm not going back. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, it's completely
you
over.
already knew it was over.
It's over. Yeah, and sometimes and we had two of both of us were in agreement that we were going to be doing this. But if you got one spouse that's not in agreement with it and they still want to reconcile, you shouldn't. You understand? Like, that. What's the point of being married?
But what if they're trying to say they don't want to reconcile? Like, what if they're trying to use that against you so you don't be happy? Be like, oh, well, I think we should reconcile, but they really don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to hold it against you so that you stay from somebody else.
That's why the law states that you have to do the year separation, because within that year, that gives you time to figure out if you're going to, if this is what you want to do. Mm-hmm. We ask you to give yourself a year to work on that. And then if it doesn't, then you have that legal right to, divorce after that year. But you have to give it a chance to reconcile. But most people don't, because you already got somebody in the forefront in your eyesight anyway when you separate that you're going to go and deal with. Anyway.
They don't even take no time off.
No, people don't give themselves a break.
Divorce and just jump right into
another relationship.
But then